we'll try and analyze your story, some of the story that you people have written today. Okay. Now, this is the first picture. Was it or not? Okay. First, Sanafar, read out your story. Then we'll expect Rakshita to read out her story. Then together we'll try and understand what is right, what is not so right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sanafar, read out.
Jai Hind, everyone. From above picture, I have perceived one character. Action of my story is determined to walk again. Radha, 24-year-old athlete, is currently bedridden due to an accident happened her 4 months ago while performing in an competition. But her faith in herself didn't let her sleep on bed. With the help of doctors and her family, she every day tried to get up and try to practice for a walk. One day, while walking by herself in her room, she fell down, but it didn't broke her determination. She got up and tried to walk again. With the help of doctors and her family members, she succeeded in her walk. That's all, sir.
Okay. So, theme of the story is Rakshita, who is an athlete. Somehow or other, she has met with an accident and she wants to get over that accident scene around there and she wants to become an athlete back again, isn't it? Has she succeeded?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Has she succeeded? What has she done? What has she achieved?
Sir,
Later in the last part of the story?
Sir, I just wrote that she got up and tried to walk again and she succeeded to walk again in her life.
So,
and joined the sport.
Basically, no, she succeeded in what? What achievement has she got it? Anything beyond that? No.
So she started taking parts in sports again.
So that taking part is separate from achievement. Is there any success? Is there any success? Okay. Let Rakshita also read out, then we'll just take it. Let her read out, Rakshita, your story.
Yes, sir. Seema, who is a young 23-year-old lady who works as a teacher in her nearby village in a government school. It was monsoon season and Seema had left the windows of her house open, due to which the water flowed in her house. While she was about to close, she slipped on the surface. She was not much injured, but could not do many work for a few weeks. But she practiced yoga and followed the medicines given by the doctor and healed very soon and continued to do her job with enthusiasm.
Okay. Now, both of you have written a very, very negative story that hero or heroine in both the cases have suffered some sort of injury and they are all trying to cope up with the injury, isn't it? Okay. Last time we did discuss something we call a need. Before we go to need, now let's talk about what is the type of success? What is the type of success? Okay. Is it or not? What is the type of, we did talk about different types of success. Okay. Now, what are those types of success? Let's try and recollect back. First success was high level fame or high level success. Now, tell me, both of you, is there any high level of success in either of them? No. Okay. Now let's come back to, is there any mastering task? No. Okay. Situational success? Probably yes, to that extent. You want it because you have met with an accident, you are trying to come out of it, isn't it? Relation harmony, nothing talks about it. Not failing, propagation, preoccupy with possibility, well, satisfaction when the person in the story attains a goal. You have not set any goal for yourself, so that also doesn't come back. So basically, in both the cases, it's a pessimistic story. It's a pessimistic story. And Sanofar, you are writing this read the first 2 lines of the story.
Sir, Radha, 24 years old
No,
athlete.
before that you talk about it. Before
sir,
this, yeah.
I have, from above picture, I have perceived one character and action of my story.
So there's no need of writing the perceived one character because that is only one PPDT. That is only in PPDT.
Okay.
You don't have to give I perceived this or I did that. Okay. Now, so in both the cases, in both the story, what we have found is just a bit of situation success, nothing great, nothing great. Okay. Whom have they attributed the success to? Is it personal help others? Tell me now. Sanofa, tell me, who you attribute this success to?
So for personal purpose.
Personal effort, but the doctor has helped you on there, you became okay. And what Rakshita, she has started doing yoga and all, but she has gone, okay, minor injury laga hai, and then she gets okay, nothing great. Or, so it is just a chance, it is a fate chance, okay, gir gayi thi, I have just got off it, okay, isn't it? Is there any great effort has been put in by you, both of you? Anything great? No. Aage chaliye. Has now, is it a success? There is no problem. You have both of you met with an accident. Both of you met with an accident, isn't it? That's all. And have you met with an access? Getting over the success that you are again mobile, you started working. That's the only thing you got it. So it is anything. When tellers their story with a successful outcome, probably succeeded to get over the problem. That's all. To what extent? Neither Sanofa has been in a position to bring it out, nor Rakshita. Okay. Let's come back to third part. Have you given adequate details? Probably, yes, you fell down and you recovered. None of you given what is the detail of how did you recover? What was the problem? Which doctor did you go? Did you have a fracture? Did you have anything else? Even if that was required. Firstly, that is a totally negative story and does not give you any. What is your engagement? You are just bearing the problem. That's all. Nothing great. Next, okay. Is there any external pressure? No. Is there peers pressure? There is no pressure at all. So there is no press. How so? There is no question. Interpersonal relation, you are not talking about anyone. So interpersonal relations don't come into play. Is there anxiety? Yes, there is anxiety. Are you sad and depressed? Both of you are sad and depressed. Yes or no? Because you have met with an accident. So it's totally negative. Yes or no? Next. Upset, bad, you can say put all things will come into play. Okay. Impediments? Nothing. Lack of knowledge? No. Discrimination? No. Poverty? No. Illness and tired? Yes. Illness, tired, and ill or lack of energy in getting the way. Yes, you have fallen down and you have fallen ill. So is there anything great in this story? Tell me. What are the first quality which you want to have? We call effective intelligence. Use intelligence to find a solution to day-to-day problem. And that had a practical intelligence. Practical intelligence beyond the practical is called resourcefulness. And nothing comes out from this story. So EI is gone. Reasoning ability. Why did you fall? Where is the question? Girl, G for grasp, I think R for city, L for logic, then come into play. So that's also gone. Next. Organizing ability. You have fell down, God has been kind, you have succeeded. What is your effort to that? Social adaptability, you are talked about alone, you are the person, doesn't come into play. Cooperation doesn't come into play. Sense of responsibility, nothing comes to you. Fell down by mistake. Rakshita has said she had kept the window open and water seeped in and slipped and went down. Whose fault? It is your fault. You're not cautious. They also say you've left your window open. That shows your carelessness. You're not able to, you're not concentrated at all. Initiative, nothing new can, starting in a new situation, new direction, unknown, no. Taking the first unfamiliar situation, then come out of it. Next. Self-confidence, missing. Speed of decision, again wrong. So none of these particularity, again, you've got a very weak stamina. Which one? Mental stamina. Physically, you have gone hurt. and you're taking a time, you don't know how to come out of it. So mental stamina and physical stamina both are questionable. Determination is again, so all the 15 quality in the one story only, all of you are rejected in one very first story. Have you got my point? So there is no point talking onto this. They're just writing a story for the sake of it, does not give you any credit. Okay, now let's take the second picture. Let's take the second picture. What is the second picture? Now, is a okay. Now read out your story, Sanafa.
Gaurav, 17 years old, with his friends Vivek, Sakshi, and Anu, was going home from school. All of a sudden, they heard a noise of people calling out, "Thief, thief!" Gaurav saw one man snatch some lady's gold chain and ran from the place. The lady is on vehicle. She is also following the thief. Gaurav signaled his friends. They all ran towards him, while Gaurav called police and told about the situation. Later, Gaurav threw the round balls on the road, on which the thief stepped up and fell. They caught him and handed over to the police when police arrived.
Okay, now, Rakshita, you read out the story.
There is a Mela which is held every year in the village of Rampur. This year also it was being held and many people had gathered. Riya, who wished to see the Mela, also had visited it. It was her first time experiencing the Mela. Taking the advantage of crowd, a man picked Riya's pocket and tried to escape. Since there were many people and Naman, a young police officer, was also present there, he could catch hold of that person and handed him to the nearby Thana.
Okay, very nice. Now, tell me, is it unsocial activity or not? Theft, is it unsocial activity? Yes, tell me both of you.
That was pickpocketing and
No, it is unsocial activity, is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Theft, murder is unsocial activity. Now, in the case of Sanofer, who is the hero? Young boy Gaurav. In case of Rakshita, who is the hero? Another police officer, young police officer who is there. Who is on the contrary? In both the cases, your real hero is you, who is the lady whose chain has been snatched. So the real hero is helpless. She has not been able to do anything at all. So none of these particular qualities come into play. So both of you, it is the quality, the check of personality. And with this check of personality, none of you ever come into anywhere near all 15 qualities I seen in both of you are shared word is helplessness. Hindi mein kin kartab bimur. You are not at all in a position to do anything. At least you can shout, you can try and catch what you have been, something has been snatched from you. What have you done? Nothing. Have you done anything? Sanafar? No. So how do you expect? It is not writing. All of you think it's a writing story. No, absolutely no. Okay. Next, read out now. Rakshita. And okay, Sanafar, read out.
Riya, 27 years old, a successful chartered accountant, lives in Bangalore. When she visited her hometown, she decides to visit and meet her professor, who helped and mentored her during her preparation. She went to his place but got disappointed to see the lock on the door. When she was going back, heard her professor's voice calling her back. She became happy, greeted him, met him happily. They had tea together. She told him about her achievements and how his mentorship was helpful throughout her career. Professor were happy and proud watching her successful.
Very nice. Okay, Rakshita, read out your story.
Yes, sir. Meera is a young 17-year-old girl. She has been very intelligent and good in studies since her childhood. Her school had organized an educational trip to Tipu Fort, but her parents did not let her go since she was never let alone to go outside. But Meera politely explained and convinced her parents that she will be safe and also ensured that she will learn about new places and history of those places. Then she enjoyed her trip with her friends.
Okay, now let's start with son of her. First and foremost, who's the hero? The girl. What is her
Yeah,
action?
sir.
What is her action? She goes to
Uh,
meet her professor who has guided her in her profession. What would be the case, isn't it? Which
yes, sir.
quality emerge? Tell me which quality emerges. There is only one action. You have gone to your professor house to meet him. Is it or not? What does it indicate? Your sense of responsibility exists with you. A person who would, you are very conscientious and you would like to go and convey your thanks to the AI. Anything other than this comes into play? So if there is no action, which qualities emerge? Nothing beyond that. So at best, I can let you have a sense of responsibility. Any other qualities emerge? No. Every story should be in a position to bring out at least 3 to 4 qualities. So when you've got 12 stories, the 12 story into 4, that makes it 48, and there are 15 OLQs. So at least each quality must come at least thrice. Writing a story, it is a cakewalk story. You just put a knife, cake gets cut. What have you achieved? Nothing. Now, in case same goes with Rakshita. Rakshita is a person, there's a doubt. First and foremost, she is very intelligent and she wants to go for educational tour, but parents are not allowing her to go because she had never gone alone. Is it or not? It means the parents are possessive about her. Well, every parents have got possession about it. What has she done? Except for convincing her parents that she will be safe, has she done anything else?
No, sir.
Are there any other action? So which quality emerges? Maximum, you are get a bit of ability to influence the group. Any other quality emerging? Rakshita?
No, sir.
You understand that what is it is action. He said, first and foremost, first 2 to 3 lines, you must be in a position to define the problem. Then 5, they about 8 to 10 lines, you should be able to act to resolve those issues. And last 2 to 3 lines, it should be past, present, and future. So every story must have past, present, and future. If there is no past, present, and future, there is no point talking about it. Correct? Agreed? Any doubt? Bolo. Okay. Let's take the next one. Tanova.
Meena, 30 years old, a school teacher and a tuitioner too. As a determined woman, she teaches to 10th grade students, especially those who are unable to afford the...
Read it again.
Meena, 30 years old, a school teacher and a tuitioner too. A determined woman, she teaches to 10th grade students, especially those who are unable to afford the coaching. On the day of result of 10th board examinations, she watches the news of her students getting good marks and getting in merit and getting recognition. She became happy and tears started rolling down due to happiness. She decided to start the free classes for those who didn't afford the heavy coaching.
Did she start? What is her action? See, you're talking, generally you're trying to talk about it. Okay, Rakshita, read out, then we'll discuss both the story. Read out your story.
Sita is a 30-year-old lady who works at the government school of a village. Sita is educated and well qualified. So, understanding the importance of education, she decided to teach to children of a village. Sita was thinking of some innovative idea which will attract the children and also they will enjoy learning. So, she decided to put up colorful models and charts in her classroom, which was made by students. This not only made the subject interesting, but also understand the concept better.
So what is the result now? Now, both of you have slightly better, both of you now. First and foremost, let's son for you said 30-year teacher. She has been helping out those people who are underprivileged to achieve success. And results have come out. And having got the result now, she feels very happy and she's crying in the happiness. Nothing wrong till now. Okay. And she decides to help others. Has she done anything? What is action? No action again. It's again on a mental state, mental frame. How has she helped the children? What are the effort has she put in? Which place she used to teach them? How many hours did she used to teach them? How many students were there? From which area the people used to come? How have they resulted this one-time effort? Was there any no? Are there any action for her, no, by her to achieve the requisite success that you want for their students to get? So there's a big gap in the details. Details are missing. It is not writing a story. Writing a story, you have to bring out details to bring out those 15 qualities. You are trying to be wishful. You are trying to be wishful. No action seems to be taken. Rakshita has tried to take some action. First and foremost, teacher is 30 years old. What is your age? 18. I say hero should be of same age and sex. So now, if that is the case, now the heroine in this case should have been somewhere. Well, you are 18, can be 20, 22, can be 16, 17, but he cannot be 30. 30 is too old for you to go about it. Secondly, now, what action has she taken from there? She has just taken only one action, that is, what is action? She has she tried to make the teaching more interesting by preparing the charts which the children have made it. So only one action comes to in play, isn't it? What are other actions has taken? She decides, you said she decided to help the children by making the teaching more interesting, and only one action she has taken it, that is making a chart and probably prepared by the children, and it has become interesting. So you have to go and get in more detail. Like what? Now, if the children are there, so it say in the area, in order to create awareness and make it more interesting, she has to have storytelling, she has to have so many other ideas come to play. See, to take it on there, there's an interaction with the nature, learning by nature, taking around there. So many other activities could have been organized, but in the system. Yes or no, Rakshita? So it is the quality. Now, yes, both of you are better, but it is nothing anywhere near what will make you a successful candidate. Out of 4 stories, this is what the first time we are trying to somewhat positive. Okay. Okay. Read the next one. Jennifer.
Vikas, 24 years old and graduate, visited a company, High-Tech Digital Solutions, for the job interview. He reached there with thorough preparation, well attired and well prepared. He saw many candidates have been there already. He went to them, interacted with them friendly. When he was called for interview, he went inside, gave the interview with full of confidence, and came out of the room. Later, he got to know that he is selected for the role, and some other candidates were also selected for different roles. He congratulated them and went home happily.
Very nice. Okay, Rakshita, read it.
Suraj was a 22-year-old IT professional. He was performing very well in his workplace. Being the manager, he noticed the condition of unemployment in his field of work. So he decided to start training the young graduates at a very low fees along with his job. Soon he noticed that he enjoyed guiding the youngsters. So he started to teach as a full-time job and was satisfied with his contribution towards the society.
So details now. First and foremost, for now. Who is the hero? The boy. What are you? A girl. I say hero should be, in your case, should be a girl. Should it be or not? Next. Second, what has he done? He has gone inside, he given an interview, he had passed. So again, be wishful. Are there any action involved? No action. If there is no action, what will happen? If there is no action, what will happen? You don't get quality. Now, first and foremost, effective use of intelligence to find a solution to day-to-day problem. Is there any problem? No problem. Going interview, it is your sheer knowledge of the event, knowledge that is more important. That's all. Event and give the interview, came back. Next, reasoning ability. What reasoning ability I can guarantee you? You have passed. Okay, at a certain amount of would be there, but you are again with just one liner. You have gone round, given the interview, you passed. It's something like a story. Raja Rani thi, dono mar gaye, kahani khatam hogi. That's the end of it. Okay? That's the end of it. You are taking a congratulating other that said, okay, you would like to be one of those person. Okay, both acha yaar, you also have done something good job. Which quality you must tell me, son of a?
Yes, sir.
Which qualities emerge in this?
Sir, I thought interacting with other people.
See, what interaction you are doing? You are just going to come back to pass your congratulations, you are passed, isn't it? This is the only thing you are doing. Anything else?
No, sir.
So, you have just went wrong. Thank you. Okay, you have also passed. I have also passed. Okay, we'll enjoy time together, isn't it?
And sir, giving interview with confidence.
What comes? You are telling confidence. How do I know this confidence? Only because you have been selected. For which post? For which post? And only given for interview for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, half an hour, then make you fit to be officer staff. Okay. Now, as far as Rakshita is concerned, what have you written, Rakshita? Your theme of the previous story and this story, is it not the same? There also you were trying to teach in the previous case. Here also you're trying to teach others, isn't it? So theme is a same theme. Country, there is perseverance. There's a phenomenon because that is a concept. You have to think afresh. New ideas should really emerge. Theme is the same. You are trying to beat and path. Aisa hai, aega. I just fit into it. You have to get it's your mind should open like a parachute, you should get new idea. You should be able to know. There should be freshness of thought and idea. Clear, realistic. Your stories should be clear, realistic, and original. To the extent possible, it should be set outdoor. Is it or not? It should have success at the end. You must give details. Correct, Rakshita?
Yes,
have we talked about these things or not?
Yes, sir.
So, just writing for the heck of it doesn't give me any credit, my dear. Okay? Read the next one. Sanafa.
Yes, sir. Nisha, 29-year-old, is an Anganwadi worker. She observed that children are not coming to Anganwadi due to the spreading of dengue in the village. To spread the awareness amongst rural people, she decided to tell them the causes, symptoms, and awareness about necessary awareness about it. She gathered all the Anganwadi workers of the village, told about the plan of spreading the awareness, and started reaching door to door of people. Apart from this, Nisha decided to make a detailed pamphlet about the dengue fever. She and her team reached to people, told them the severeness and how can we avoid such mosquitoes. People started taking care of it. Nisha and her team were praised by the Sarpanch of the village.
Rakshita.
Rampur was a small village. The women of the village wished to do something through which they can earn money and become self-sufficient. Lata, who worked in the nearby town in the bank, suggested them to start self-employment, in which the women can earn through their skills like stitching, making pickles, etc. Lata ensured them to get loan at low rate of interest in case they needed. She gave them different ideas and helped them whenever they needed. The ladies of the village thanked her for her initiative and ideas.
Okay, now next. First and foremost, son of her. Who is the heroine? The girl who is trying to talk about dengue, isn't it? What is she? She is a Anganwadi teacher. What do you want to become? You want to become an officer. So aim is low. Aim is low. Secondly, you have want if children are not coming because dengue is spreading around there. And you wanted to create an awareness about dengue. Now, what have you done except for awareness? Have you done anything other than that? Dengue, you have to be cautious. What caution? What have you done? If dengue is because of a particular type of mosquito, which breeds in the water or stagnant water in the places. Has he taken any action? No. What are other activities required? In case someone falls sick, where should they be taken? What action should be no, so that those who have suffered, they recover fast. So, what are the ill effects of it? What are the causes? How do we get over them? If they fall sick, how should medical facility be provided to them? You should have given total detail about it. Have you given it? No. So, except for talking, yeah, dengue hota hai, bach jana. That's all. Have you done anything beyond that? Now, Rakshita, what have you done? What have you done? Tell me.
Sir, since she works in the bank, she
Okay, now,
offered
so
him to get
except for giving loan and idea, what is her involvement? Now, today, as we could have talked with self-help group and Lakshmati Didi and all, particularly that the government of India is talking about, you should have taken a very clue from there. She became the cluster in charge around there. She started making a self-help group in the whole village so that unemployment, so that people get some sort of money around there. Bank, she started getting it. She started training them for a skill level also. He also organized the involvement of the heroine. In this case, he only need to give a loan and give one idea. Anything beyond that, Rakshita?
No, sir.
Then what you get? Say it's a beautiful plot, beautiful idea. You could have snatched it off. You could have made a beautiful story. Simple thing could have been just a self-help group around there in keeping with the vision of the Prime Minister on there, that Lata being the, what was that, bank in charge, and the bank was the coordinating bank in that area. She formed the different types of groups. She used to manage around the people. She brought to the professional who could teach them around there. She arranged it, and they slowly learn people. So that's how the thing should be there. Your story should be past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. And you should also have thought and idea of the character, the hero involved. Until you bring out these, your quality can never come up. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Read the next one.
Tanu, 22 years old, BSc agricultural student, visited her hometown Belapur. She decided to visit farm with her mother. After reaching there, she observed the farm, watched some bees and insects are destroying the farm. She asked her mother about the precautions they take it for. Hearing about insecticides and pesticides, Tanu told her mother to avoid it as it is harmful and lessen the fertility of soil. Instead, she told about the sticky trap technology, which is simple and less costly. Tanu described everything about sticky traps to her parents as it is simple and can be made through the homemade things, and they started applying it, which decreased the insect prone and the crops grown healthy.
Okay, Rakshita.
Rama and Shama were neighbors. They used to go to fetch water for cooking from the nearby well. Though they got water supply through their taps, it was not fit for drinking. Shama suggested the idea of connecting purified water to their house directly in the panchayat meeting so that they could save time and energy of many women. She also gave the idea of attaching RO purifiers. Their idea was appreciated and purifier tank was installed in every crossing of the town.
Read the story again.
So from the starting?
Yeah.
Rama
What do you want to
Shama
convey? What do you want to get? The water is polluted, isn't it?
No, sir. Their initiative.
What is the initiative?
That they want purified water to be directly connected to their house.
To the
Rather
house. So
than
you
fetching
want
it,
purified water to come. How would the purified water come?
so through tanks or purifiers,
So who will bear the cost?
government.
Government from where? Have you written anything?
Sir, I've written that they put their thoughts in the panchayat meeting.
So panchayat, does the panchayat have enough fund to implement that? Over
No,
a
sir.
tank, then how would it is just being wishful? Har ghar jal, har ghar nal. That are the concept that is available in the government mission. He could have talked about in keeping with the har ghar jal, har ghar nal mission on there. His village connected. They wanted to bring a pipe to every village around there. Rakshita being the sarpanch of that particular village around there, interacted with the various agency, got this project in place. She was involved in getting the pipeline laid around there. Every house he had it around there. Smart. That's how they should have given details of the system. Even if you have to install any purifier, where, at which place, whose land? It is not available anywhere, is it or not? किसी की जमीन होगी ना, कोई जमीन देगा ना
Yes, sir.
कि किसी अपने घर में रखोगी अपना
No,
घर
sir.
में एक वाटर प्यूरिफायर खरीद के सबको दे दो आरओ दे दो हर एक को डोनेट वन आरओ टू एवरी पर्सन नो योर
No, sir.
फादर हैज गॉट एनफ मनी
No, sir.
नो दैट्स द सिंपलेस्ट वे so you people are lacking the practical sense no you're just writing just want a heck of it no read the next one.
Sir, you didn't review my previous story.
What do you say?
Sir, my previous story, you didn't reviewed about it.
Didn't?
Reviewed, you didn't told anything about the story, previous story.
I didn't tell you. What was the story?
Sir, that Tanu is a BSc agriculture
yes.
student and
What is she is a agriculture graduate, isn't it? She has come back to village and
Yes,
she
sir.
along her mother, she has gone to see the farm. What she finds around there are a lot of pesticides and chemicals are being used in the farm, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And what she suggests, what is the technique you said? Which technique?
Sticky trap, sir.
What is that?
Sir, sticky trap.
Sticky trap. What is spelling?
Yes, sir.
What is spelling?
STICKY.
STI.
TKY trap. Trap. TRAPS.
ST trap. What does ST trap does?
Sticky trap.
Huh? ST trap. What does ST trap do?
Sir, sticky traps is the homemade thing for the bees and insects. Sir, it is made from the iron or something. Sir, पत्रा जो होता है उसको colors and all लगा के it is वो मतलब crops के यहाँ पे खड़ा किया जाता है ताकि insects directly आके उसको चिपके.
Now tell me around there. What is the area? You will have few acres of land. Will you have few acres of land or not? And if
Yes,
the few acres, how many ST trap that you can afford to install?
Sir, it can be homemade.
Oh, that's I know. It can be homemade. STITRAP, isn't it? ST trap.
STICKY. Sticky. Sticky trap.
STITKY.
CKY. TRAPS. Sticky trap.
Sticky trap. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sir, I recently watched a video about it.
Okay, let me just say about it. Let's come back. Check out your STITKY. TKY trap.
CC. Sir, CKY. C.
Sticky trap. A stick is which gets sticky traps, isn't it? That's
Yes,
like that is the sticky traps are supposed to where you put up. You have one thing in your house that you put a cockroach or get stuck on there. That is the gum type thing which creates, isn't it? It's a type that is same
Yes,
type.
sir.
It is a connotation of
Yes,
that
sir.
same thing. Now, how many is it feasible there?
Sir, if land area is less, then it can be feasible.
Now, tell me now, if you have a 5 acres land, how many sticky traps will be required?
Lots of, sir.
Can you make it? You require some sort of gum, some sort of paste would be required. Is it or not? Where all the insects get strapped around there, they get stuck. That is sticky trap. That is what you're talking about. If I'm right.
Yes, sir. But instead of gum, it can be we can be use color or something.
So even if you color ki baat kari, it has, you want these to be stuck. That's the paste has to be created. It can only
Yes,
get
sir.
stuck, but otherwise it won't.
Hmm.
So it's just basically you have heard a story, you are trying to fit into it. You are trying to fit a story. That's a story and into a plot that is wrong. You have not achieved anything. Concept. Now see the agriculture scientist. Is sticky trap is being taught in agriculture? No. They are talking modern technology, modern techniques and all. She being an agricultural scientist, she should have been in a position of bring out how to improve the productivity. Now, if we are talking about only the chemicals and fertilizers, it are required. Otherwise, you go for what we call it organic farming, which people are doing. So you should have talked about how do you improve the productivity of organic farming? How do you create those purposes? So you should have talked about it. You are just trying to fit into the system. That's wrong. You don't get any credit except for saying that you know something different. As I say, I never heard of it till now. Sticky track in being used in agriculture. I've never heard of it till now. Because I may be out of it, but I have not been to the places that way. But maybe sticking, yeah, maybe possible. But not today. If I spread over, say, 20, 30 acres of land, how many sticky traps will be required? Then you have to be innovative enough to create certain amount just from drone technology, something we'll have to think about it. In the evening time, when they say the sticky traps get dropped from drone, go through one end to another, where all the insects get trapped onto the system, then come back. Probably yes, just like fishes come back. Probably think about it. Be innovative to that extent.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Read the next one. Read out the story. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, sir. Malini, 29 years old, officer in agricultural department, went on the visit to nearby rural areas. She observed the farms, crops and the soils. She interacted with the farmers, heard their problems and gave them some solutions. She told them about new technologies of agriculture such as drones for spraying, cultivation technologies. She also added about the implementation of technologies in less cost. She decided to talk to authorities about providing the technologies to rural areas.
Okay. Rakshita?
Sir, my story is very similar to hers, which she said.
Read out the story. Don't wait. Read out the story.
Okay, sir. Harshita is a 22-year-old girl who has graduated, and she is the first girl from her family to graduate. When she came to her village for vacation, she noticed that the yield is very low and the farmers are running off loss. So, being an agriculture graduate, she suggested some of the new methods to irrigate, like uh, drip, uh, drip irrigating the fields, and also introduce some nitrogen-based pesticides to protect the farm. After few months, the crops were very healthy and it earned huge profits.
Very nice. Okay. Now, what has Sanovar said? She wants to implement new technology, isn't it? Is technology, which technology, Sanovar?
Sir, I just added about the drone technologies for spraying and
Drone technology.
cultivation.
What is the cost of drone? Who will bear the cost? Who will bear the cost? So what you could have talked about it, you should have talked about it now. Drone Didi, which is the Prime Minister talks about it now, in order to create awareness and system on this, he started training people in the drone Didi around there, so the ladies can afford to run the drones around there for agriculture purposes, and they improve the training around there with the help of government. Few drones were taken on loan, and they started using the chemicals and fertilizer on the drones, so which became very costly. That's how the thing should have gone. You're just trying to know, जैसे बोलते हैं wishful, आराम से होता है कि जैसे पैसिव हो, लड़कियों की तरह से बात कर रहे हो. If you want to be an officer, you ought to do something different, no? You ought to be different. Getting into becoming an officer is a phenomenon by itself. You are running along with the men. And many times, let me just tell you, my experience have been, the girls in initial order, they were much better than the boys who used to come from initial stage. And you don't seem to have to even motivated enough. That is again, you're lacking. Son of that it has to come inside. Now, Rakshita, you also talked about drip irrigation. What is the cost of drip irrigation? What is drip irrigation? Who will be the cost? How many pipes will lay?
No, they can be installed like through water bottles, and we can do it. Yes,
With
sir.
2 water bottles.
It is not very expensive.
Okay, 2 water bottles, is it?
Yes.
Where will the
sir.
water come?
Water bottles.
How many water bottles will require in 2 acres of land?
Sir, but there will be waste bottles lying around.
Rakshita, now just tell me now, it's simple. Let's be now, suppose in 1 acre of land, what is drip irrigation? You are laying a pipeline anywhere and you put a small hole so that the water gets down to the drip by drip to the near place. Where there, and it is suitable for only certain type of crop, not all types of crop.
Yes,
You
sir.
give it to rice, can it be there? Drip irrigation? Absolutely no, it will not work. And secondly, is it costly? It is costly. Gen irrigation is supposed to the technology people on there who spend a considerable amount of money is invested into this. You have to lay a permanent line. You have to get blocked. So many other techniques are required. Only because you people have heard it, because unfortunately, it is the practical sense is missing. You read kitab mein padhte ho and you just trying to use it off. Then what will you talk drip irrigation? What else did you talk about it?
The pesticides, nitrogen-based
Which
pesticides.
nitrogen-based? All pesticides, all the fertilizers aren't they nitrogen-based?
Yes, sir, but the quantity varies.
That's so. Aren't they nitrogen-based? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If they're nitrogen, so what is so great about it? What is different? Only because you write it, that doesn't mean that it is right, no? You have to be practical on the ground. You have to bring out the 15 qualities. Read the next one.
Chitra, 23 years old, lives in Bangalore, was preparing for the examination of Intelligence Bureau. The result was declared today, in which she got in merit. She decided to surprise her parents. She planned to visit her hometown, in which she added his younger brother in the plan. She took the gifts and some sweets, went to home, but instead of going from door, she went inside through the window and met her brother happily. Later, she surprised her parents. They became happy and hugged their both of children. Later, they went for dinner and had fun.
Very nice. Okay. Rakshita?
Sir, I have written only so much stories.
Huh?
I have written 8 stories, sir. I have not written this.
Okay. Now, Sanipur, tell me now. What action has he taken? She has passed IB test, isn't it? Intelligence Bureau ka test pass kurti hai. She selected and she feels happy. She has gone and given surprise to the parents around there. They had enjoyed. Which quality emerged? She has good bonding with her family, isn't it? That's all. Any other qualities?
No, sir.
Out of 15 quality, which quality and quality will emerge if and only if you act? Is there any action involved? And why? Where the need of going by, surprised by the window itself? It means what? You are always lawbreaker. You always break a law. Fun creator. Panthers, no? You know what that is there. What does it mean? You are likely to be that's the childish approach. Yes, there's a child in everyone. Any other story you have written? Rakshita, son of
No,
Okay.
sir. 9 stories.
Okay, now so we have discussed this